Well, on Thursday this week, the White House announced a $1 billion investment to help clean up and restore the Great Lakes. As our Washington correspondent Raquel Martin reports, that funding is part of the infrastructure law. She's here for you now with more.
We know this is a historic investment, and I've talked to lawmakers who live in these states across or that surround the Great Lakes, and they are incredibly excited for this billion-dollar investment to try and clean up and restore the Great Lakes. We know the Great Lakes obviously supply drinking water to more than 40 million Americans, so they say it's vital that they have about 25 spots that need to be cleaned up, and they said by the end of the decade, they'll be able to clean up about 21 out of 25 of those locations. So a lot of excitement about this investment. And I know lawmakers spanning from Michigan to Ohio to Wisconsin have been fighting to try and get more funding to the Great Lakes for some years now. They say this is overdue, but they said this is going to be great not only for people and their drinking water, but also to sustain the economies that touch the Great Lakes. You know, there's fishing industries, there's trade reliant on the Great Lakes. So a huge win for the region.
And we'll switch gears a little bit. On Wednesday, the White House COVID response team gave an update on its guidance dealing with masks. What did they have to say?
We heard from CDC Director Rochelle Walensky, and although there has been increased pressure for the CDC to take or change their mask guidance, they are not ready to do so just yet. She says she understands that people are eager to take these masks off, but right now they are trying to take a safe approach and take in all the science. One of those factors they're still considering is hospital capacity. They say they want to ensure that they don't overwhelm hospitals, and they want to make sure that people who need to get in the hospitals, people who may have a stroke, a heart attack, have access to an emergency room, to a doctor. So they don't want to lift the mask mandate too early, or the guidance rather. It's not a mandate, but we know several states already moving forward on that. We'll have to wait and see when exactly that could change. The CDC is still promising that there will be a change soon. Of course, that is a pretty vague statement. It's unclear when we'll see that change.
Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for watching the Capitol Rundown. We hope to see you again next weekend.